you ready? This is our first art journaling adventure together for this year. And I hope we have many of them because I'm looking forward to it. I pulled out my little tub here. I threw a few little odds and ends on top of my fabric snippets. Just some magazine stuff there. Some little snippet things that fabric on paper actually. A little flower, a little envelope, a little saying, a little bit of washi tape, just a little fabric wrapped around a embroidery floss card, and of course I have fabric. So I thought with all these little elements, remember I said we're going to do this with everything but the kitchen sink. If I could get that up, we might use that too, but I think it's beyond me. So we're going to work on this page here. This is a flat page. It was a printed page. It's just an 8x11 printed page of some different elements. So everything's flat, nothing's dimensional on here. I don't want all this white. So one of the first things I'm going to do is use a little washi tape and get me a line right next to that element right there. And you know what? I need scissors, and I didn't bring scissors. So hold on a minute. Let me go get my scissors. And I'm slow. I'm coming. Okay, let's see. Let's just take it even. Cut it even here. All right. It eliminates a little bit of that white on this side, which is good. We don't want all this white. And I'm not quite sure how I'll eliminate the outer edges. I'm thinking fabric, but we'll see. And meanwhile, I'm wondering what I could do with some of this. I think this is just not going to work out in that. This little thing might be an element. I'm thinking. What if we use some of these and just see what we can do with that? I still think we need to do something with this white background. Let's see what I can do with this white background. I think I have some pastel chalks. Let's try that. Let me get those. Of course, nothing's ever convenient when you got all kinds of stuff around. And let's find some of this stuff. Well, they happen to be buried at the minute, so I think I'm not going to do that. But I don't know. Maybe I just grab some magazine pages and do a little gluing. Let me see what I got in my folder here. I've got stuff. It's my folder with a lot of, stuff already pulled out of magazines. Some of it categorized, some of it not. Oh wow, those are pretty. Let me just look at a couple things I got here, and we may just do some covering up. If you can't get it started where you want it, just cover it up. I'm liking that, because I can do without that. That's that and that. Let's see. Okay. Let's cut this one. Don't want what that says on there. That's kind of nice. That's pretty, but let's see. If I came all the way over, let's save that for a different time. I think that might be pretty good. And we could do some stuff. No, let's try. What can we handle with fabric? Oh, that looks pretty good. We could do that whole edge over there with that piece of fabric. Oh, I like that. Let's glue that down and call that one done. Now if I get my glue to come out, it's been setting for a while. Let's see. Okay, I might have to get me a new glue bottle. That's the problem when you don't use this stuff often. It can stick up on you. Let me get my little dowel here thing. See if I can open it up a little. That may help. Now let's see if we can get any glue out of here. Oh, guess what? We got glue. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to put that down, and then I like to use a little card, just a piece of cardstock to spread this stuff so I don't get it all over my fingers. We need more down here. Get a generous part in there. Okay. Now let's try our get him over the glue good. There we go. He doesn't reach all the way, but you know what? As a finishing touch, I can come back and color in these white edges with some watercolor or pens. Color pens. Well, that worked good, didn't it? Okay. Let's save a little of that over there and put this down. Let's do it this way this time. One thing about magazine pages is that the glue really wants to wrinkle those up, so don't let that bother you. Just work with it and just let it decide ahead of time that it's part of the design element. Spread it out a little bit so it doesn't get globby underneath. Try to get it down to the bottom here because that's going to be on an edge. Okay. And where did we say we're going to put this? About there. I'm going to keep it straight on the bottom. Okay. That looked good. And what if we tucked this under about like that? That's looking pretty good. Then we could come over with a crazy element there. We might even raise that one in. That we could probably work that in now. Let's take this little white edge off. I'm trying to get rid of the white, or not trying to add to it. Alright, if we put that up there like that, that would cover quite a bit of that white. And tuck it in here where, let this pretty blue show through over here. Tuck that in there. I'm thinking that looks good. Okay, we got a ton of stuff already covered here. Going good, looking good. I like the colors. So let's play some with the glue. All right. So what are you starting yours with, or continuing yours with? Do you like art journaling for the fun of it? Now, a lot of you are natural artists, and you can do lots of painting and drawings, and you can do all kinds of really art work. But some of us are not great at art, but we can play with glue and paper and other elements. And so this is something for everybody. Can use the talent they have. Okay, I'm usually so messy. Okay, let's see if we can get this in the right place. I do want that blue element to show. Let me raise up the edge here a little bit. I think that's going to be it right there. Yep. Okay. That looked pretty good, doesn't it? And that worked out well where that blue could show through it. You can also use a card to kind of encourage your glue to flatten out, not glob up, and work it out to the edges a little bit. Glue doesn't move around much, but it'll move around a little bit. All right, what is that? Oh, perfect. That would go perfect up there, wouldn't it? That looks pretty good. Looks like it naturally should go there. All right. Now wait, let's let's see, are we sure we want to do that? Because we got other places we can use it. Oh, looks pretty good there too. And there. Oh no, we've got choices. There or here. What could we do up there if I do that? I've got this one and I've got this one. You know what? What if I did? Or just tuck that around like that, like that. Whoa. I think I'm kind of losing it on that one up there. That kind of balances, kind of looks good. I'm going to use it there. This is fabric on little pieces of paper that I sewed on the sewing machine. When I was sitting there and I had scraps next to me, and I just took some paper scraps that I had and sewed the fabric scraps to it. So let's put it up next to that washi tape on the very top of the page here. Make a page topper out of it. Work that glue out to the edges if we can. Some of it moves. Use anything you got but the kitchen sink. Okay. And that's only because you really need the kitchen sink where it is. Okay. Now what? Now I'm thinking, what if I put some more washi tape right in there? We could stick it under there and bring it down to cover that end. Come back up here. Okay, that just gives that little color play over there. And you know what? We could stick some under here. Bring it over just a little. Okay, and we might even try that up in here. Fake it out a little bit. Get it on the edge of the page up there at the top. Let this come over the top and put it even with that, I think. Just right at it. There we go. That washi tape was leaves, and that worked out really well for everything else we put in here. Hey, it's looking good, isn't it? Need a transition piece right there. I'm thinking that's good because it's colorful. This one will blend too much. Okay. How would that look right up in there? Not sure. Let's try. What's this say? The world in a new light. I like that saying. The world in a new light. Let's save that. Got a little envelope here. He might be cute. Stuck just anywhere. Let's see. Oh, I got a flower too. Forget about that. That would look cute. We'll think about him. All right, we were going to put this up there, but we decided not to do that. So what happens if That's just, looks like it's just stuck there, don't it? I like that better. What else I got over here? Anything that's interesting? It's like a piece of pottery. No, don't think I want to use that. It's kind of like an alcove. Don't want to use that. Okay, what else we're going to do here? Got elements, but I think I need to work with that a little bit. I can use that to kind of delineate those two things. That looks kind of cute. And what if I did this one over here like this? Oh no, one thing at a time. And then let's do this one. Okay, let's get it out of here. Get some glue on it good. I like these little fabric elements that I sewed onto paper because they work, you know, in so many different things. But they're easy to glue because they have the paper backing. You know, fabric is not always the easiest thing to glue. And what I do a lot of times is take my glue and just roll it. That works pretty good too on a bigger surface. Just make sure you don't roll glue at the end of your bottle. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking good. You know what? I'm going to hold this here, and the next session I'll have my whatever I'm going to decide to use, whether it's watercolors or chalks or whatever, to color in, put some color into these white areas because I don't want white showing except on the border. And also I'll determine what else I'm going to put in here on this at the time. That goes pretty good right there because it's like you're looking at the world. So let's go ahead and put that in before we quit on it. Okay. Let's put it across the sky area. And let's just roll him down. Okay, he's got some glue. The best way to clean up glue is with paper. Just wipe it off. Okay. If you have a craft room big enough that you have an area to work with your papers, separate from your stitching area, that's nice because you can have everything laid out. You don't have to pick anything up, move it around. You can just work in the two, you know, sit down and work in the two areas. I can do that to some extent. I love working here with the natural light helping me out. All right, we have some elements left. We don't know what we're going to do with yet, but we do have these on here, and I'm thinking I like that so far. So, but you know what we're going to do next, so look for the next video, and meantime, gather your supplies and do some art journaling along with me. So till next time, we're going to stay art journally happy with our scraps.